This is the Elvia Day-Date Quartz Diver's Watch. I'm going to go over the materials, the functions, and the durability of why I think this is the best travel watch. Also, I've got some straps, and I'm going to show them on that. So let's go. Let me get this out of the way right off the top. I did not receive this watch for any consideration or advertising purposes. This watch I bought on my own, and I'm not getting anything for like reviewing it or doing this video. You can buy this watch from a company called MWC Watches, and their website is mwcwatches.com. And on their website it says they're the official distributor of Elvia watches, and they're located in Zurich, Switzerland. Now, the Elvia name, I'm going to point at it with this pencil here, right here, the Elvia name, E-L-V-I-A. I looked this up, like the etymology of this word, and it means blonde or fair. It is from Latin, from Helvius, which means yellowish. Makes sense. Germanic, this means noble or protection. So I thought that was interesting. Now, the Elvia brand, I looked online and I can't really find any of these. Not this one, but like this company. I found some watches from the 1970s and some really cool looking stuff, but I haven't found anything like since. So I think this name is just like on this watch only. I don't know. But they were apparently a big deal like in the 60s and the 70s. But now I can't really find them. You can find some of their watches on like vintage watches on eBay, but you know, I don't know much about this brand. Okay, now we're going to do all the measurements on the case. The website says that the case is 40. Across here, like where I can grab it, is 42. But like across here, if it was like where the case would be, it'd be kind of 41. So I'm calling it a 41. The crown, 6 millimeters. The lug to lug, this way, 47.5 millimeters. The thickness, this way from the case, you can get under that strap. This is 13.3 millimeters. The lug width, 20 millimeters. Looks like it's a little bit over 20 millimeters. And then the website says that the crystal diameter is 31. So across there, that's 31 right there. So that's about right. So there you go for the size. I want to talk about the case for a second. This case has been in production since the 1970s, so it's got that kind of like retro feel to it. But according to the website, is that Elvia was or still is a contractor for the French Navy. So this watch is brand new, so they might still, you know, be a contractor and make this watch for the French Navy. I'm not sure, but this case is really, you know, time tested over time, and it's just like nice and beefy. I threw it on my scale, and it weighed, with this NATO strap, the stretchy strap that it came with, it weighs 90 grams. So it's got a lot of heft to it. This crystal here, this is sapphire, and it also has AR coating on it. It doesn't say how many layers, and there I'm like putting it up into the light for you to kind of take a look at, and it's not doing too bad of a job. It's all right. The hands and the markers here are super luminova. The inside of the watch is the movement is a Swiss Ronda 517 day-date quartz movement. It came with this strap, but it also came with another strap, which I haven't opened, and it's like a gray color. So that's what that looks like. And then it also came with this box, which I can't get into the frame here. Okay, and it's kind of big. I wouldn't like call this a travel box, but you can put two in there. Just one watch came in here, the guarantee, and this watch came in here, and then it's got a zip up, and you just zip it up. Okay, and it's got the logo on there, but I wouldn't necessarily, I mean, that's kind of nice, but I wouldn't necessarily use this for traveling because it's really kind of big and heavy, which is nice. You can keep it in this or whatever, keep other watches in there. But I got on eBay, I bought this, this is a knife like case. These were made in Japan, and they're really well done. They're nicely made with the Velcro. And so my thing is I could just take this guy and put it in here if it fits, and then travel with that. Okay, and then put it in your luggage. You put it inside your backpack or whatever facing in, and then you're kind of protected. So that's my plan. And these were just like, this was a couple bucks. This was like $7, but it's, like I said, it was made in Japan, and it's very nicely made. I don't know that I need that thing on there, but anyway, that's my idea. First of all, the bead blasting. Like I was saying earlier about this case, it's super smooth. And the bead blasting is smooth. Okay, there's like no rough edges anywhere. So like comfort is important, but also the bead blasting is good because it's not gonna like do any bling or reflect and be like, hey, that guy's got on a super expensive watch. This is not a super expensive watch. This is listed on that site I told you about, which I'm gonna leave down below. It's $300, and so you've got not a whole lot invested in it, but it's going to give you a lot of function. The bezel is a 120 click bezel, and it hits the markers. It's got a spring forward, but it doesn't really go back any. So I would say the play is just super minimal. And hold on a second, I'll just do the. It's not bad. Okay. So here let's take this off. I'm going to show you the case back. Okay. I wonder if I can put it there and make some noise. There we go. Okay. Set back and see how it does. Right there. Okay, the back is stainless steel, and it's screw-in. Okay, on the back there it says Swiss movement, stainless steel, water resistant, and super flat. Okay, and then the other nice part is that it's not polished. So if I'm going to put this on some straps. If you have this against your skin, your wrist, if it's polished, sometimes they get stuck, if they get wet. This one, that's not going to do that. It just has more surface area, but it's beautifully satin finished in a circular pattern from the middle. So it's a nice job. The next thing is the hands. I mean, when you look at this thing, the hands are super easy to read, right? This minute hand compared to the hour hand is much longer, so there's no confusion about which hands, and it's thicker on the hour hand than the minute hand. And you can see the hour hand just hits the marker the hour marker just misses it, which is good. And then this one just covers it. So you can really, at a glance, see what's going on fast, you know, which is good. You look at it, you're traveling, you want to know what time it is, right? You want to know if you're going to catch a train, a plane, an automobile, or whatever. And you look at it, you can immediately decide and recognize what time it is. So I'm going to show you the screw down crown. Of course it's got a screw down crown, and it's got a nice pop on it. And the that's the first one. Let's see, what's the second one? That's the second one. Nice smooth feel. It feels like it's the stem is running against a gasket. I mean, it's just like totally solid, no wiggle at all. We go to the first setting. I'm going to show you something else. The days of the week. I don't think I caught it that way. The date, but the days of the week are in French. So every other one is English, every other one is French. So that's kind of cool. That screws back in. Nice and solid. And if you look at this, there's clearance between here and the bottom of the watch. I'm going to take a photograph. I'm going to show you a photograph, and I'm going to show you the space between there. But this thing isn't on your wrist, the crown, which is nice. Okay, it's not digging in. The website talked about the battery, and it said that it's a 45-month battery, which is awesome because if you're traveling, you don't have to change the battery all the time. The case back, this opens with a standard like adjustable wrench, so anybody anywhere can like open this up for you and replace the battery. The other thing about this is that the right here on the dial, it's 300 meters worth of water resistance. So the crown, the screw down crown, the screw down back, and this case, this heavy case, it all adds up to 300 meters worth of water resistance. So if you're traveling, I mean, that means everywhere. That means swimming pool, skin diving, scuba diving, whatever, showers, all the things that you could get into. It's not going to be a problem. And of course, depending on which strap you have, you just take it in the ocean and you're going to be fine. So that's a nice feature. All right, I'm going to do a close-up and show the Lume. We're going to shut this light off. It's not bad. It's quite bright. Okay, here's the first strap I'm going to show it to you on. It's a basic rubber waffle textured bracelet. I bought this one on eBay. I paid about $9 for it. It's got an okay clasp. It's like, stamped out with a little pin clasp. So I'm going to put this on and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, there you go. Nice and decent. Good for swimming, ocean, whatever. It's just straight, no taper on it. And again, this is 20 millimeters, so it'll fit a lot of straps. So that looks pretty good. Here's the next one, the orange nylon strap. This one has quick release buttons on it. I'm not a super fan of those. Sometimes they'll rub on your wrist, but these seem pretty low. Anyway, it's cool. It's got a black setup over here for the buckle and pin, which matches this black. And I got this one on eBay, and I think I paid like $8 for it. It was delivered for $8. So I'm gonna put this one on and show you what it looks like. All right, here's the orange one. This is the nylon one. It's kind of cool. These keepers, they don't move around. They're sewn in, so they just kind of lay flat like that. And lots of holes for adjustments. And this would be good for swimming or whatever. This could raise your visibility in the ocean. This light's not showing it, but it's pretty neon orange. And so that one's cool. And the next one I show you is this one. Okay, this is a leather one, and I'm gonna put this on next and then show you what it looks like. Okay, there's the leather one. Kind of cool. This would be cool to just wear out casually, whatever, if you're traveling. This would give you even like less noticeable because of the leather strap. You could just wear it and everybody thinks it's like a casual watch instead of like a military watch or an expensive watch. And so I like it on this one. I think I'm gonna wear it on this most, actually, unless I'm swimming or whatever. So the fourth one is rubber. Well, it's like a silicone. This was made by Hadley Roma, and these are about 35 bucks. They're expensive. I've had these before. The first one I had was kind of more flexible than this one. This one's kind of stiff. But what's cool about this is that it has a cutout in it. So, and it's also got stitching in it. So there's nylon in there for the look of it, you know, to make it look stitched. But then it kind of hugs around this bracelet, which kind of integrates it and makes it look like that. So I'm not gonna put this one on, but this is an awesome bracelet because it's got vents in the back so it doesn't stick to you, and it just kind of looks cool. And it's a little thicker than that other one, but doesn't have the quick release. But still, this is I really like these bands. That's kind of what that would look like on there. So in closing, I want to just go over why I think this is a perfect travel watch. This case, again, it's super smooth. It's not going to rub you the wrong way for long periods of time. It's not going to attract attention. It's a nice hefty weight, nice and smooth on the back, and the legibility is super great. Like if you gotta find something, you want to know what date it is, this is a lot of the reason why I got this watch. I was looking for a watch that had the day and the date, with the day wheel, because when you're traveling, you know barely remember where your hotel was, let alone like what the day is. And it's really important to know the day because you know things happen on a different day all the time. And you got to catch a train, you got to catch a a bus or whatever. You got to check it against schedules. Your day and date is right there, and that's a lot of the reason why I picked this one, because of the date. And it took me a while. I mean, like to find a watch that's 300 bucks, that's quartz, with the date wheel, that's small, has a nice compact like case, comfortable case, and a 20 millimeter lugs. You know, I looked around for many months. So this isn't time tested out on the road, but I think the functionality with that and the battery life, the 45-month battery life, I mean, this is an easy grab and go watch, which is always going to have the time on it, day or night, whatever you pick it up, wherever you go, it's going to have the correct time on it. And you know, that could be invaluable when you're traveling around. I know it is because I've traveled, and being without a watch, you know, sucks. But the durability is something else that I really liked about this sapphire crystal. The heavy case. I mean, these crown guards, I mean, that are integrated into the case, I mean, with a screw down crown, this crown's not going anywhere. Even if you like glance it right here, it's not going to affect that crown at all. So, you know, it's just going to hold up. The other thing is the nice thing is the 20 millimeter straps. You can find those anywhere. So if you break your strap or whatever, or you know, you need to replace it, you can find the straps anywhere. One other thing, these pins, these spring bars are really close to the edge here so that you got lots of room. One thing that, and it might not have worked out with this profile, it would have been have drilled lugs so that you just pop them through there and change the strap. But like I said, you put it on one of these things, one of these guys, these rubber guys, you know, and you know, you're good to go. I mean, it's not gonna, you could just take it on this strap, and this strap's never gonna fail you. It's never going to, you can just wash it off and clean it. It's not gonna break. I mean, so if you just wanted to be a one strap guy, you just put that on there and good to go. So anyway, let me know down in the comments if you think I'm up at night, or if you think like that I'm on the right track here of like the perfect travel watch. Thanks.